Hey everybody, I am Jamie East.
And I'm Alice Brine.
It's the Celebrity Trenches Weekly Dispatch, the podcast that brings joy, anger, blood, vomit and tears, but not come from the filthy but fascinating world of celebrity.
We'll be giving you our unsolicited but legally sound hottest of hot takes on all the nonsense that's been going on this week in the business that they call show, aka show business.
That's what the business called show means.
I
have no idea.
Yeah.
On this week's episode, Alice has turned into our very own roving reporter, and you're going to debrief us on not one, but two gigs you've been to this week, one of which has seen you become a world record holder.
Indeed. Yes, it was truly the best day of my life. Boots on the ground journalism. And that's all to come. Then after that, the Paps, love them or hate them. You should just hate them. I don't think anyone loves the Paps. I love the Paps.
Hang on a sec. We're recording this in a newspapers building. They love the Paps.
Oh, yeah, that's so fucking true. They are a huge part of celebrity culture, and I'll be talking about my favourite Pap moments of the week, and Jamie will be looking back into the midst of time at some of his favourite Pap shenanigans.
The midst of time. I'm not that fucking old.
Also, as promised, we're only going to be talking to Benidorm Harry Styles to find out how he's feeling in the aftermath of coming face-to-face with Harry Styles at Wembley.
Can't wait to talk to him.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So Sean Styles is coming up a bit later on. We're just going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Sorry, don't want to interrupt for too long. Can you just do me a favour? Can you just hit the like button or the subscribe button or the follow button, whichever one you can see. Doesn't matter which. Thanks very much. Right, carry on.
Welcome back to Celebrity Trenches Dispatch. Alice, got a little test for you.
Yes.
Can you name the artist behind these haunting lyrics?
Please.
Your man just left. I'm the plumber tonight. I'll check your pipes. Oh, you the healthy type. Well, here goes some egg whites.
Yep. Sounds very disgusting. Lyrics from rapper and singer Pitbull.
AKA Armando Christian Perez.
Yes.
I don't think he's talking about cookery, right? I think that's a...
No, I think he's talking about coming on someone's face.
Absolutely.
If I may.
Or in someone's pipes.
Oh, God. Ugh. Brilliant, though. Brilliant lyrics, obviously. He's a wonderful lyricist, as you can tell.
Well, I mean, it's like angels crying on your tongue, right? Absolutely beautiful. You went to see him?
I did. I went to see Pitbull and it changed my life. So basically, the Pitbull concert, yes, there's like, kind of semi-ironic Pitbull fans, probably some real Pitbull fans out there. I don't know who the fuck those people are, but obviously the music's extremely catchy and extremely fun. It was the music that I was growing up listening to in the club.
Right, okay.
It's nostalgic. But what's been happening over the
Seaside Town Club, by the sounds of it.
The what?
Seaside Town Club.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
No, we had like a strip.
Not many teeth.
That's lower heart. That's actually
Bring back fingering, one of those clubs.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, there was definitely fingering going on in the clubs. Anyway. But there's been like a movement over the last year or so where all around the world, people who go to Pitbull concert have been dressing up like him.
Okay.
And it's really, really attracted girls who have just been like, I want to be set free from the constraints of the patriarchy and the male gaze for a single day, and I want to be a fat bald man.
Okay.
And I just want to have the fucking time of my life. So I'm not a fan of Pitbull, but I am a fan of wearing a bald cap and a full shirt with an All Blacks tie and some bike shorts, and then becoming extremely feral with 10 other women that have all come with me.
Right.
And then being surrounded by just more and more and more just feral women. Basically it was like society gave us a day off.
Right, okay.
That's what it felt like.
It was like Lord of the Flies, but with buzzballs.
Oh my God, 100% Lord of the Flies, but with buzzballs. You know, how boys are every single day of their life? Girls were like, if I put a bald cap on, I could fucking climb up on a statue and put a cone on its head, and everyone would be like, good on ya.
Oh, I see.
And then so I did.
So you just ladded it up. You went ladette.
I climbed up on a statue, I put a bald cap on it. I'm not going to say which one because it's offensive.
You actually climbed a statue?
Yeah, I put a bald cap on it.
It better not have been Churchill.
Fucking amazing. It wasn't Churchill. You guys love Churchill. You New Zealanders, they don't fuck with Churchill at all. Right. Anyway, long story. So then your best mate, Greg James, decides to turn it into a world record with the official Guinness.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So this was how many people in one place can wear a bald cap?
Yeah.
As far as we know, not a hotly contested world record. It's not like fastest car or oldest man or tallest woman.
We're not going up against the Bugatti Chiron. We are, in fact.
It's not A-list record attempts. It's kind of like, I once, have you ever heard of Brian Dowling?
I know that name.
Brian Dowling is the ultimate Big Brother winner, right? In the UK. He won Big Brother, I'm going to say 2, I think he was in. Don't quote me on that. And then won Ultimate Big Brother, and also was the host of the main show whilst I was on Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Anyway, when times were tough, I hired Brian Dowling to do a bingo show that I was producing. Hey, don't knock the hustle, right?
I've done a bingo show, so yeah.
And he was hosting it with Rusty Lee, who again will mean no one to you. I guarantee you would fucking love Rusty Lee.
Okay, I'll be looking that up.
God, Jimmy! That's like my impression of Rusty Lee whenever I spoke to her. Anyway, she came on. She was co-hosting it. Long story short, we had Guinness World Records came in every day, and we won a world record for the amount of balloons burst by one man's bottom in 60 seconds. That is there with how many bold caps you can get in one place.
How many balloons did you burst with the bum?
I have no idea. But I think if it had done 2...
Yeah, you'd be up there.
We'd have still won the world record,
Yeah,
is my point, because no one else has ever attempted it because it's pointless, right?
Yeah.
So
I was wandering around going, I mean, what are we up against, girls?
And how many?
What's the record? 200?
And how many people were there?
So this was the other crazy part. I was walking into the festival and I saw this girl and she'd cut a ponytail hole in her bald cap, and I just thought, hey, genius.
Doesn't count.
Just want to let you know, fucking love you. Love that you've done that. And she was
I
like,
hope the fucking adjudicators kicked her the fuck out, because that's cheating.
But she goes, yeah, well, we better hurry up, girls. And we were like, what? And she was like, the record's at 5. I was like, it's Friday.
5 p.m. on a Friday.
People still at work. Like, he doesn't come on stage till 8:30.
Right.
So we were like, oh my God. And then we're like sprinting to try and get there. So they kind of shoveled us all into the main stage and then had the like adjudicators there with their little clicky buttons counting us.
Yeah.
But they only counted people from 5 p.m. It was like 5 p.m. for 10 minutes.
Right. Okay.
But then so I think the record is like 22,000 now. There was 20,000 of us there at 5 p.m. But by the time he was on, it was at 60,000. So I would have been an interesting. I mean, to beat the record at 22,000 doesn't
5 p.m. is a bit. Is that because the like Guinness World Record adjudicators clock off at 1:30?
Probably, yeah. It's giving very British bank holiday vibes. It's like, well, actually, we actually only do every post at the Royal. It's probably run by the Royal Mail.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a shambles. They were allowing people with ponytails in. They were finished by 5:30.
It had to be tucked in at the front and sides.
Right.
But then it didn't have
not
to be
the
back.
back.
Because it's actually pretty much impossible unless you have pathetically thin hair like me. I was completely fine. I could get this under a bald cap twice.
Right.
But
so you were like a testicle with a tie on.
It was actually like a flex if you're one of those girls who had to have like a big bun sticking out the back. It was like, must be nice with all your fucking hair. Anyway, it was life-changing. We were getting up on each other's shoulders.
Yeah.
We were doing the caterpillar.
Go and look at, you got a good montage on your
I made one hell of a
Insta.
montage. We were jumping on fences. I drop-kicked a world into an American woman's face on accident.
Drop kicked a what?
So like everybody has inflatable worlds.
Oh, Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Right.
They come with it set. So you buy the bald cap, glasses.
Yeah,
tie,
so hang on a sec. So Pitbull's worth $100 million, right?
Well, he's worth
Armando.
probably a bit more than that.
He's earned roughly 7 million quid from his music sales, 60 million from his tours, right? He sells the Baldy kit, the Mr. Worldwide kit on his website for £40 and £10, respectively. So £40 for a Mr. Worldwide kit, £10 for a bold cap. What's a Mr. Worldwide kit?
Okay, sorry, but with all due respect, who the fuck is going to the official website to get the official? So those are the actual fans, all 3 of them.
There cannot. I mean, who the fuck? This reminds me of like, who's the guy that plays Hawkeye? Jeremy Renner. Yeah.
Yes.
Jeremy Renner created the Jeremy Renner app.
I want there to be the Jamie East app so bad.
But it was like the Jeremy Renner app for the only place where you can get all of your latest Jeremy Renner news. And you looked at that and you just go, Jesus Christ, it's just quicker to WhatsApp your mum, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, who were the people that were just like, right, that's me?
They were like, thank God.
I think it was a paid app as well. Who the fuck was paying like $3.99 to get the up-to-date Jeremy Renner news straight from the horse's mouth?
To be honest, Trench Dogs would do it for the Jamie East app, I think.
I think they probably wouldn't.
I reckon you could get 2 of them. But yes, if you want to see what happened to Pitbull, please go and watch the montage on my Instagram, Alice Brine. Brine like hot dog juice, Alice like Wonderland. And then also I got given some free tickets the next day back to the scene of the crime to go and see Lewis Capaldi.
How was that?
So beautiful.
Everyone loves a bit of Lewis, right?
He's so talented. But I was a bit thrown by his fans. I think, one, I was grieving from the greatest day of my life the day before at the exact scene of the crime.
Okay. So on a massive come down, emotional come down.
Just emotional.
Calm down the police.
Just emotional. And then also having come from such camaraderie where like everybody was on everybody's shoulders to sort of, if I may, call the manager haircuts. A lot of call the manager haircuts.
Right, okay.
And a lot of, when you go to the airport and you see a shop there called Fat Face.
Yeah.
And you're like, who the fuck shops there and why would they ever do that?
Fat face, white stuff, jewels.
Yeah, but sometimes Oliver Bonus, but every now and then there's a cute thing there. I like to call it Oliver's Boner.
Oliver's Bonus. So, yeah, Oliver Bonus at every train station in the country as well.
Yep.
If you ever want a mug shaped like a cat.
100%.
And
For £44.
Yeah.
The entire stock supply of Fat Face was on the bodies of all the attendees of the Lewis Capaldi concert.
Okay.
And it kind of threw me into shock because, with all due respect, I had just come from Pitbull where I was dressed like the fat controller, if you may. And yet I still had better style than some of these people in the crowd.
It's weird, isn't it? Because Lewis Capaldi, I guess because he's an everyman, right? His type of music is like, we always have an artist like Lewis Capaldi in Britain at some point. It may have been Dido, or it may have been like early Coldplay, or James Blunt, or this kind of singer-songwritery where it's very emotional, and I'm not going to say bland, because bland isn't fair to Lewis Capaldi, because he's a brilliant songwriter, but it's music that is inoffensive. It's not taking any musical risks, right? It's just very well written emotional music, which has mass appeal.
Pisses off no one. It was, all those things that people do in crowds that you just want to fucking strangle them. There was a lot of that going on, which I was really shocked by because Lewis Capaldi's a cool dude. Like, he's like, I would go.
His personality doesn't match his music.
No, I love that too so much.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
he's like a geezer. No, he's not a geezer. No, he's not.
It's like Noel Gallagher, right? I remember like the great quote my friend Peter once said about Noel Gallagher. He should give away the music for free and charge for interviews.
100%. Like Lewis Capaldi's funny as fuck. He could be a comedian.
But it just doesn't fit with the music.
No, it's too beautiful.
It's the male Adele, right?
Yeah. But for a guy who's like doesn't take things too seriously, the crowd really do. So like, there's a level of like, yes, you can have a little picnic blanket and like set yourself up, right? But you'd never seen it so exploited as you have at the Lewis Capaldi concert.
Okay.
People had like 17 picnic blankets in a row all stacked together.
Territorial.
And then if you came in and tried to like sort of sit just like slightly near it on a patch, they'd be like, excuse me, I got told off because my hand was on someone's picnic blanket.
Wow.
And they'd taken over like...
That shouldn't be allowed, should it?
I know. And also, I have to stress, we were not in the
in the melee.
In the big bit.
Yeah,
I'm talking we're in the spacey bit. Like there's enough room to go around. A lot of just like call the manager type people in the Lewis Capaldi crowd, which kind of killed the vibe. But he was phenomenal.
I'd love them to go to a Deftones gig.
Or literally
by
Pitbull.
Accident. And just or a Pendulum gig and find themselves in the pit. Like with their little picnic blankets and their fold away deck chairs.
That would be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Just System of a Down, and they're just there getting kicked in the System of a Down.
Which is the band that goes, wake up! Shake up!
That's System of a Down.
Is that System of a Down?
You wanted to.
Let's get the Lewis Capaldi, accidentally swap the gigs round so the System of a Down play to Lewis Capaldi gigs, and then Lewis Capaldi sings to System of a Down gigs. I bet the System of a Down fans would still have a great time.
The System of a Down fans would be like, this guy's fucking great.
I've never felt this before.
They'd be like, it's kind of the same as the angry stuff, but just said different way.
Yeah.
Like, same sentiment, just different delivery. Whereas, oh my God, they call the manager Karens at the fucking...
I feel seen. Yeah.
They would be literally calling the police on themselves.
We love you, Lewis. We love you, Lewis. You like Lando Norris, right?
Well, like him, I don't know. I like Formula One and I think he's interesting.
Which team does he play for?
McLaren.
McLaren, that's my local one. They've got they have these amazing, we discussed this last week, right?
I think so,
yeah. Amazing like building just around the corner from my house.
Oh, yeah.
Like proper good. So are McLaren winning?
No. McLaren have been having a rough time for a couple of years.
So I only catch up every now and then when Drive to Survive comes out, but that's always always a year behind, right?
Yeah, they're doing a bit better this year, but like Lando's still getting the allegations of being a shit driver and all that, but I mean, he's really not.
you can't allege that someone's a shit driver. It's pretty plain to see if you're a Formula One driver.
No, it can be the car. You could be driving a fucking wheelbarrow.
How much of it?
George Russell in a Williams versus George Russell in a Mercedes is proof that it can be the car.
Okay.
But at the same time, sometimes it's like, really, is it the fucking car or are you just talking shit?
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like they've just got the ultimate get out clause.
Yeah, that's actually really true. Yeah. It's like it wasn't the podcast, it was the microphones. They just weren't picking up on how funny I am.
Yeah.
And so that was actually just a bad year for me. Yeah. But yes, Lando Norris is an interesting one because he's got this dark horseness to him where you can tell he is breaking all of the rules and is pissing off every manager everywhere, but you can't prove it. But there's a cheekiness to him that you're like
breaking the rules.
Like you just know he's having a shit ton of beers secretly and not getting caught.
Oh, okay.
Not obviously on the track or anything, but they're not supposed to drink like at all.
I mean, you're not allowed to drink drive like
ever
in Croydon, let alone Silverstone.
Not to do with drink and driving. I just mean like literally the 2 weeks between each race. I reckon he sneaks a couple beers in. And
so you're not supposed to do that. It's even worse than being a pilot.
You're supposed to just be like extremely healthy and fit the whole time, like a jockey. You have to weigh like 12 kilos. They also have so much money up against their name, I think is the other thing.
Right.
That like, if you get caught drinking a beer, it better be a fucking Heineken. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it goes all the way.
Yeah.
But what I love about Lando Norris is you can like every now and then just something pathetic gets leaked. Like he's dancing and everyone's like, whoa. Like,
what was his dancing like? Was it bad?
Just normal dancing is enough for people to be like, oh my God.
Okay.
Or like if he like walks past a Soho house, it's like
Is he a good fella? Is he a good looking lad?
Yeah, he's really good looking.
Right. Okay.
Sort of in a sort of I could be his mother way though. They are all so young now.
Alice, they're not young.
I'm old.
We're just getting older.
I know. It's so true. But yeah, so he has been recently paparazzi'd, which I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Because he has a very, very, very cheeky grin on his face.
And who's he being paparazzi'd with? Has he got a famous girlfriend?
So there's two Alexes. He's been spotted with Alex Earl. There's two Alexes, Alex Earl and Alex Cooper. They look identical.
Alex Cooper is the Call Me Daddy one.
Call Me Daddy one. But then Alex Cooper and Alex Earl have beef. That's we could do a whole
Who's Alex Earl then? Is she a podcaster as well?
She was a podcaster and then she got dropped by the podcast company because it was Alex dropped Alex.
Oh, so Alex Earl was a podcaster for Alex Cooper.
Yeah.
Right.
But then Alex Earl is, I guess, what people would say the meaner one is what the angle of, she's the one who like causes the most bullshit, apparently. You saw Alex Earl's hand go like, I'm just kind of going over the microphone very lightly. You saw it go like that on his hip.
Right.
And then you saw him sprint out of like it looks like Westminster.
Okay.
Like a really expensive lobby.
What, as in the Houses of Parliament?
No, not Westminster. What am I trying to say? Mayfair.
Right, okay.
Honestly,
fucking hell, Lando Norris has been papped running out of the House of Commons.
Depending on who's in Parliament, sometimes it's a fucking big overlap between the two. But anyway, so he goes sprinting out. But what I just found so funny was he sprints and the cameras go and then he is cracking up laughing and then he just stops sprinting.
Right.
So the sprint was for like 30
for
seconds.
No reason at all.
And then he just kind of walks to his car. Well, he's like getting a driver to take him somewhere.
Lando!
And then Alex Earl comes out 12 seconds afterwards, very obviously.
Pretend that they weren't together. Is that?
Yeah, but they were so obvious. It was like one of the worst executed things I've ever seen. And obviously they were having just like a blast. Right?
Deal of paparazzi tricks though, the way that celebrities like do things to put off the scent. The flashlight one is good. Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah.
So like I think Leo and Brad Pitt's minders do it quite often. So if they're walking down the street, like historically they'll like have like tons of paparazzi like in front of them just taking photos all the time, but their minders have these like supercharged kind of strobe lights that they so that when they look at the photos they've done, all they see are these bright lights.
Yeah,
because it doesn't give time for the aperture. Hi, Harry Styles fans. To adjust.
The f-stop is just all over the place.
That fucking f-stop.
That bloody f-stop.
Jesus Christ. So that's a good one. Daniel Radcliffe was my favourite. Came up with my favourite ever paparazzi trick though, right? This is post Harry Potter. He was in that play in New York where he got his dick out about a horse. What was that one called? Equus? Is it Equus?
I have no idea.
Equus. So Harry Potter got his dick out. It was about a horse, Equus. And he was in that show for a long time. And, you know, like, Daniel Radcliffe must be one of the most photographed men in the world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He decided, right, enough is enough. The currency in paparazzi pictures is the refresh rate, right? It's different. It's having something new all the time. His tactic was to wear the same outfit, leaving the theatre every single after show of that entire run, which was for months and months and months. So every time he walked out the stage door, he was wearing exactly the same clothes, completely and utterly negated any kind of like price that the paparazzi could have sold those pics for, because you may as well, there was no difference. You may as well just use the ones from the first night rather than second night. Genius.
Yeah.
The man is
that is really clever.
Is a genius.
Like the paparazzis go if it's hailing, because the photos the last time was sunny, so at least they can be like, oh my God, the weather changed.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Exactly.
That's the only differentiator.
Kept the beard the same. Good lad.
Very, very clever. I also...
Expella paparazzius. Harry Potter fans love it when you do those.
Please note that down. That needs to be an internet clip. That just needs to be an internet clip so badly. I also, did you see Taylor Swift would walk backwards? I loved that.
No?
She would get out of, it was just the back of her head was all she would be able to give people. So like she would be literally maneuvering around quite intense situations and went through a really big period of just only walking backwards. So the paparazzi could just not get her at all and just only got the back of her head.
Couldn't they just stand the other side?
Well, it would be like she'd pulled up to a driveway, got out of her car. The driveway was like up against a wall. Like if she drove up to like the wall, so no one could like run around in front of her because the security's guarding.
Oh, I see.
So you can't like get behind her because she's guarded.
Oh, that's quite clever.
It was quite cool.
I mean, the paparazzi have had some amazing moments, right? Not all good.
No.
Right? My favourite ever paparazzi moment happened, must have been, I'm going to say, maybe 92, 93. Are you aware of JK from Jamiroquai?
Yes.
You know, Future.
The main Jamiroquai guy.
Yeah, the main,
with the hats.
the only Jamiroquai.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Would go to that concert.
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine Jamiroquai doing System of a Down cover.
It would be fucking fantastic.
Wake up! Come on, sing up! Anyway, it was actually 2002. I'm wishing my life away.
Yeah.
JK, I think it's safe to say, and he has publicly come out and said this, used to be quite a big fan of the hard drug cocaine.
Right, okay, I've heard of it.
Now, one of the side effects of taking the hard illegal drug cocaine is that it gives you an overblown sense of confidence.
Oh, does it just?
So I'm told. And JK was driving one of his he drove like amazing cars. That's his thing, right? He'd have like Ferraris, Lamborghinis. You can Google this. Just type JK paparazzi in. And he thought that paparazzi had bumped into his car. So he opens it, he gets out and he starts like, you want to fucking you burn my car? Give it some stick. Everyone's like going crazy with the car. He picked on the wrong paparazzi. This paparazzi just put his camera down, headbutted him in front of everybody, and everybody was on the side of the paparazzi at the time.
What the fuck?
It's amazing. It's an amazing clip. I don't think anything happened to either of them. I think they both just got a rap on the knuckles. Funnily enough, JK not massively keen on getting the police involved in that.
I wonder why,
that night. But it's a really good clip, so go and look at that. Have you seen the Bjork clip? Well, have you seen Welcome to Bangkok?
No, probably no.
That's it. I mean,
I need to Google that immediately.
Don't Google Welcome to Bangkok. It's a very different DVD. This is in 96. Bjork arrives at Bangkok airport and a paparazzi or just a news reporter says to her, welcome to Bangkok. Nice welcome, right? Bjork goes fucking apeshit. Punched her straight in the mush, pulled
Bjork
her hair.
Punched her?
Yeah.
How do I not know about this?
Oh, it's one of the legendary kind of paparazzi clips. Like, knocked 7 bells of shit out of her. Reckoned that she'd been stalking her for like ages and ages and ages. It was like incredible.
Had she been stalking her?
We don't know. We just
because if she had been stalking her, then like, okay, fair play.
But they, the paparazzi had like I feel like they're a very British invention, although it feels probably more American. But they've done some really shitty things. Like you remember, like the worst one. Well, there's two bad ones, right? So there was the Britney Spears meltdown, right?
Head shaved.
The head shaved with the umbrella. Like, if that happened in the street with someone you didn't know, you'd be like, I'm not going to take photos of this. This person is clearly having a fucking episode.
To be honest, there was about 60,000 of us having that episode on Friday with shaved heads ourselves. But anyway, yes.
I love that you're comparing a Pitbull concert to Britney Spears' mental breakdown.
I was thinking about it the whole time I was at Pitbull. I was like, I get it. I get why she did it.
Was she wearing a shirt and tie as well? I think she might have been.
I think Mandela effect, yes. Yeah.
So that one was really bad. But the worst one that I ever heard of ran about the time was with Amy Winehouse, right? This was when like paparazzi and celebrity culture was at its lowest, darkest ebb, right? This was an era when upskirting was just like an everyday occurrence.
It was her
right?
fault.
It was just part of the currency of being a celebrity, right? Amy Winehouse used to live in Camden, that house, the same house that she died in, I think, and where all the tributes were. The paparazzi used to wait for her to go to bed. They would, and this one particular time, and it's always stuck in my mind, where it was just like, fuck, this is grim. So she'd gone to sleep. The paparazzi or someone associated with the paparazzi smashed the glass in her front door, right? To wake her up and make her come outside. She was obviously not in a great place anyway. So I'm not saying she'd like just finished juicing and like came out for a stroll. She was worse for the wear anyway. Came out to see like literally what the fuck had happened. Walked around outside her house, cut all her feet on the glass, right?
Oh.
And the paparazzi took photos of her, and the story the next day was disheveled Amy Winehouse with bleeding feet, doesn't know where she is. And it's like, you fuckers did that.
Oh my God, that's horrific.
That's like how dark it got with the paparazzi. I don't think it's as dark anymore. I hope that like...
No, I think a lot of it had to stop around the Caroline Flack. I think that's when it really started to get, because that was getting fucking crazy too.
Yeah. But I think also in America, I think a lot of things happened. So social media came into fall. The reason the paparazzi were like that is because they could charge so much for their pictures. I was running a celebrity gossip website at the time, and my biggest cost by a country mile every month was buying pictures.
Yeah, from Getty.
Buying exclusives. And it would cost like, and we're talking like 2002, would cost me like £4,000 or £5,000 a month on just like red carpet pictures and paparazzi pictures. Do they have paparazzi in New Zealand?
No, absolutely not.
Not at all?
No, I mean...
Not even when Lord of the Rings was being filmed?
Pretty much not. I mean, I think they sort of do a bit more now. I haven't like lived there in 10 years, but it was a thing at the time. You could go to New Zealand and Oprah could just wander around. Wandering
around looking for Lord and Gandalf.
Literally, there's no amount of money you can give to anyone that makes them want to do that 2-day flight. So the Sun are just like, I'd rather hack a phone than get on a fucking plane to Antarctica and pap someone.
Alice, we had loads of people writing in after last week's show. Okay, and there was a common theme with all of the comments, right? S. Craig133 said, I saw him as Billy Joel, and you know what? He was actually quite good. Good luck to him. Tracy D1805. Sean is a class act. Seen him in Benidorm many times, and what a show. And at Leanne, he is one of the best tribute acts in Benidorm. I'm only talking about blooming Harry Styles Show 1 on Instagram, who's the Benidorm Harry Styles act. He was the guy who kind of like had that conversation with Harry at the Wembley show. It was a truly beautiful moment, and people really responded well to it. So you know what we did? We only got in touch with Sean, a.k.a. Harry Styles Show 1, a.k.a. Harry Styles in Benidorm, and he's here right now. Hello, Sean.
Hi.
How are you doing? You okay? Lovely to be here.
Where are you? Are you in Benidorm?
I'm in sunny Benidorm. It's very, very hot at the moment.
And you've put your Harry Styles costume on for us.
Of course. It's like for the era.
Stand up. Have you got shorts on?
I've got shorts.
He's got shorts on. Look, right, you've got to do the twirly Harry Styles. Yeah, go on. There.
Oh,
hey, look at. Oh my God, I think I'm pregnant.
It's actually very, very, very good.
I think I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
such a good reaction to when we spoke about you on the show last week. You've been doing this for quite a while now. I've seen you on my socials, I guess for the past 12, 18 months. How far in advance had you planned coming over? Was it like a pre-planned chat with Harry? Did you know it was going to happen?
No, honestly, right. So, because I was supposed to have a show that night in London, but it got cancelled. Something about the indoors, suffering with the weather, and Harry Styles was on the same night and everything like that. And I was a bit gutted about it. However, Nikki was like, "Oh well, we'll get tickets." I was like, "Oh yeah," and she was like, "Oh look, I've got us in the disco pod, which is literally the best place to be."
I can't even imagine how much you spend.
That's the big pit, right? That's the special bit. That's impressive work from Nikki. Well done.
Yeah, she did a good job there. So I was like, "Oh great!" I wasn't that bothered about the gig getting cancelled. I was like, right, we're having a full weekend in London. This is going to be great. Now, I didn't expect anything from this, but I thought, you know what? I'll make a sign just so I'll be like, right, okay, I tried.
Yeah.
Because I would have hated it went there if
too good an opportunity, right? Too good an opportunity.
Yeah, I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to do it. So we were in there, and the pod wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. And there was a lot of small girls around. And I'm like, and I'm standing out like a big sore thumb. Now at this point, I don't have the sign at all. I think Nicky's holding it. Because you only really put it in the air when he starts talking to everyone. Yeah. And then he starts singing Adore You. And he's coming up along the side of the stage, and as he's skipping back, he looks me dead in the eye, and I'm like, whoa. And he's like, are you the guy?
I've seen that clip. Yeah, you're the guy.
Yeah, that clip, right?
Yeah.
Now, I only seen that. Obviously, I didn't realize anyone videoed that because I only seen it with my own eyes, right? And I was just like, oh my God. And then he got to the mic and he's like, you're the guy, aren't you? And do you know what? If only that happened on the night, it would have been good enough for me. It would have been good enough for me because my night was made then. I was like, wow, he knows who I am. You're the guy, aren't you? I was just sort of very overwhelmed. And then he starts jogging forward. And I feel like people are like, where's he going? Jogs over. And I'm like, oh my God, I think he's going to read mine. And then he's like, hey, sir, what's your name? And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to pass out.
This is amazing.
I'm going numb. I feel like I'm like levitating at this point.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Do you know when you're having a bit of an out of body experience?
Yeah.
I start talking. I'm like, Sean, like that, and he's reading out my sign and stuff. And then he gets me on the screen, and the full stadium starts cheering. And I swear, that must have been the best moment of my entire life. It was the best moment of my life. Oh. And then he's like, thank you so much. I'm honored. And he calls me, and he's like, travel safe, my friend. And I'm like, oh my God, he's calling me his friend. Like, and I just fall to the floor. I've worked so hard. I've manifested that moment for so long. I've worked so hard in this show. I couldn't have asked for any more.
For a tribute act, it doesn't get any better. You've got an endorsement in front of, not only in front of the 80,000 people that were there, but the millions that have seen that clip now. And that was only the Brits and then Wembley Stadium. What's life been since then? Has it changed?
Since then, my social media has absolutely exploded like no other. I've gained about 8,000 followers since then. So it's been a week and I've gained 8,000. I mean, I was only buzzing about getting 10,000 followers on Instagram the other day because it took so long.
Yeah.
But I finally got 10,000. Yes, and now I'm nearly on 20,000, and it's just
that's brilliant.
It's crazy.
Well,
and what are the shows now? And what are the shows like?
My God, amazing. Like, people are like, I mean, before, obviously, I like to keep the show to be as authentic to Harry as possible. I want his fans to feel like they're really experiencing what they want to experience when they go to a Harry Styles concert. But yeah, since then, it's became a lot more intense. As people who were like looking at me like, wow, that's like that's Harry Styles, like they were like that before, but then they're like, wow, like he's taught Harry, like, he's the man. Like,
Yeah.
Listen, Sean, it's been lovely speaking to you, and like wish you all the best, and like,
you don't mind if I mention about my show, do you? I've got a show coming up.
No, give us go for
absolutely.
it. Go, plug away, my friend.
I'm very excited about this because it's my second ever theatre show, and I'm doing it with a live band.
Wow.
And it's going to be even more authentic to like the together theme. It's a full 2-hour show. All ages are allowed. It's in Theatre 7 in Shrewsbury on the 5th of November, and you can get your tickets on my Instagram, the Harry Styles Show one. So yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Amazing.
Everyone's got to go check that out.
Everyone's going to go to that, mate. Although, have you seen the news that Harry Styles has had a massive face tattoo? You've got some. You've got a big decision.
I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to get a marker pen.
Yeah, it just says he's had celebrity trenches just across his forehead.
Right, I'm getting it.
Sean, thank you so much, buddy. Take care. We wish you all the best.
Thanks for having
all
me.
the best.
Lovely to speak to you. Thank you.
Take care,
Bye.
man. Sean, what a guy.
No, I'm such a big fan. I'm actually more a fan of Sean than I am of Harry.
How can you not like?
What a great guy.
Seize the fucking moment. That is like that's what I took from that. Sean like has worked his nuts off, had the moment, took it, but also like Harry Styles knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He's like thrown Sean a fucking bone there, and that was really sweet of him.
This legendary behaviour.
He's now set up for life in
Yeah,
Benidorm.
can't wait.
Loved that. We did have some other comments this week. It wasn't all about old Sean. We had someone about Taylor Swift's wedding as well. Still, have we heard anything more about it? We've not, have we? There's been
No, she went to a different wedding and was filmed on drone the entire fucking time. And I was like, no wonder she did it at MSG.
There you go. Diata_40. This was about the Matt Cardle ex Harry Styles thing. Think how much pussy you're going to get.
Yep.
I think about that every time I see him prancing around in a Gucci blouse. The pussy guy's still there.
He's up to pussy's bows.
He doesn't, yeah.
Literally.
And Matilda Loves Saturdays, about the same story, said he was grounded by his mum for that one, and she was absolutely right doing it.
Yeah, well, you've got a parent, don't you?
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for getting in touch. Always appreciate it.
Always love it.
We do want to hear from you, Alice.
There's lots of different ways you can get in touch with us, and they are, where is my bits of paper? Oh, here we go. You can follow us on Instagram at Celebrity Trenches, and you can email us, hello@celebritytrenches.com, or WhatsApp us on 077-966-57512, starting with your message with Trenches. And do send us a voice note because we will play it and give you a hat.
We will give you a hat. And if you're watching this on YouTube, will you do me a favor? Just hit the subscribe button, because we really want to get over 1,000 subscribers, because it means that we can monetize it. Means a lot. Please, you'll be doing us a big stand-up. We'll be back every single Wednesday. Thank you for listening, Trench Dogs. Your Celebrity Weekly Dispatch is now closed.
Bye.
Congratulations, you made it right to the end. If you liked it that much, why not watch another one? And while you're here, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're watching on Spotify, hit the follow button. On either of them, you can leave us a comment. I do read them all, so be kind. And if you want to leave us a cheeky WhatsApp voice note, the number is in the show notes. Thanks very much.